One of the things that goes really well on TikTok and on Instagram Reels is day in the life videos. Now these are really interesting because it shows little clips of your life throughout your day so that people can get to know you as an entrepreneur and as a person. This is fantastic because it takes you behind the scenes of your business, how you run your business, how you interact with your clients, what services and products you are offering, but it also shows that you're a real life person who does real life things and deserves real life respect. Let's break down exactly how you can be creating these and the benefits to doing it, as well as some tips and tricks to make this a little more effective for you. But first, let's take a look at what these look like so you know what we're talking about.
Welcome back to A Day in My Life. I got up early to work out and then I got to work. I scheduled today's YouTube video to release, did some website updates because I have a special project coming up next month, and then I did some photos inside because it's raining and filmed some more YouTube videos. Today was paperwork heavy, so lots of computer time and book writing. Welcome back to A Day in My Life. I ran to the farmer's market first thing before it rained to get a special treat for my sister's birthday, and then I stopped by a donut truck on the way home. I started to see our project with an incredible company. I did a styling video for you and got some work done. And then I was off for a birthday dinner for my sister and cake at her house after. Oh yeah, and there was a guy playing the piano. Welcome back to A Day in My Life. I got up early for a special photo shoot as part of my solo creator photo shoot tip series all month long, and then I hurried back for a session with one of my business coaching clients. I ran to a meeting, did a little shopping, and grabbed lunch, and then I headed back to answer emails and film some content. I edited tomorrow's YouTube video on a big change coming to Instagram, then I rescheduled an interview that I was supposed to do last week, but my guest got sick, so we postponed it. I wrote the social media marketing and business growth email that goes out first thing in the morning, and now I'm trying to pick out an outfit for a female entrepreneur dinner event that I'm going to on Thursday. Want to help me pick out an outfit tomorrow? Welcome back to A Day in My Life. I grabbed a quick breakfast and hustled out the door to do a 7 a.m. photo shoot because I'm doing tutorials for you the entire month long. When I got home, I sent off the May issue of IG Reels for Business to my members so that they have easy to film video content for the entire month. And then I edited a bunch of photos and videos. At noon, I ran over to Francesca's to do a little shopping, and I found some great stuff. And then Jada and I took a little walk. I did some writing for my next book, but that's still top secret. I handled some other work that I can't tell you about. I prepped for this week's interviews. I worked out for an hour, and now I'm settling in to watch some TV and paint my nails. Is anybody else watching The Rookie tonight?
So you see, I took viewers through a day in my life, and it doesn't necessarily have to be an entire day. So let's break down some best practices so you know exactly what to do and how you can be creating this. Now, I do have tutorials on how to create videos and how to edit videos and what programs to use. All of those are on the channel. So if you're looking for the technical aspects of it, they are going to be on the channel. I'll link some playlists down below for you, but then you can jump into creating these on the non-technical side of things as you are scripting what you're doing for your day in the life. So let's talk those best practices. You do not have to do your entire day, but you can. If you want to start from the very beginning of your day and kind of go through it, you are absolutely welcome to go all the way to the end of the day. You'll notice in some of mine, I go from the beginning of the day, getting up, getting ready, all the way to what TV show I'm watching at the end of the night. But for most of what I do, I'm just showing kind of a highlight reel of part of my day. Now you can design these however you want that's a best fit for you and your audience. You may actually just want to show a morning in your life or an afternoon in your life, or just some of the fun things that you've done throughout the course of the day. You can even use this throughout the course of the week, but if you really want to leverage it, I would do it more than once a week, just because it's a really good insight and it makes you more relatable to people. So with that in mind, you're picking a segment of time and you're either going through some of the little things in that small segment of time. So if you're doing just a morning, you would show getting ready, picking out your outfit, sitting down and doing your work, answering the emails, the errands that you're running in the morning, and then kind of wrap up in the early to mid-afternoon. If you're doing a longer day, you're actually going to want to show less of the small things. So you don't necessarily need to show doing your hair and makeup. You can just show running the errands and going to meetings and then answering the emails, the businessy side of things, or the bigger things that you can be showing off. So if you're doing a smaller time frame, include the tiny details. If you're showing a bigger time frame, just focus on the bigger details so that people can track your day. Now, keep in mind, when it comes to this, you want to be keeping people attached to what you're doing. So you don't want it to be very long. You do want to show tiny clips. So as you're doing this, you're going to be filming what you're doing, and you can even edit this as you go and just show tiny little clips. What I typically do is I film all of my things, I'll create the video first, and then I'll do my voiceover. So after the video has been created, I'll create the voiceover to go with it. However, you can, if you want, create the voiceover first. You can actually script your day. If you know what you want and what you need to be filming, you can create a bullet point list of the things that you're doing, or you can even create your actual script. There are days when I'm creating my actual script first. I will read that script into a voice memo on my phone, and then I can match my video to the voiceover. But that also gives me a very specific list of what I need to be filming and when to make sure I'm covering everything for that video. So you can do it either way. Now, with that in mind, you want to make sure you've got them hooked. So it has to be very interesting. No long sentences. If you can take words out, take words out. Some people will do their voiceovers and just try to guide people through it as they're going through the video. I prefer to script it because it sounds better, it sounds more succinct, and it gets them in and out faster. But pro tip here, one of the tricks I've learned that works really well, and I've seen work really well for a lot of people, is actually ending it very abruptly. We don't necessarily want to wrap it up. If people start to feel like, oh, we're getting toward the end of the day, it's almost over, I'm just going to scroll away, you're going to lose people. But if you go right up and you continue talking as if there's going to be a next clip and all of a sudden it stops, it's gone, people will do a little bit of a double take. You've just done a pattern interrupt. Now they're going to make sure that they didn't actually miss anything or like something didn't get cut off, but it keeps them hooked all the way until the end, which helps your watch rate and retention time. So if you can, just keep talking right up until the very end without it seeming like it's wrapping up, where it feels like there's going to be another clip and you're going to say, and then I did this thing, but it's just not there. That abrupt end to it actually translates really, really well. Now, you don't have to do that, and you can test this out. I do recommend testing it out. And you'll see as you're watching what I'm doing, I'm actually doing some of both because I'm testing it. I want to see what my audience likes. Do they like to know what I'm watching on TV at the end of the night or how I'm wrapping up my day? Or is it going to be something where they just want to see the highlight reel of all the like fun professionally things that I'm doing? Or is it going to work really well for me if I'm abruptly cutting things off in the middle of my day or the late afternoon where they feel like there's going to be more, but now there's not? So test things out, see what works best for you. But the entire goal of this is to show little tiny clips. You want a lot of movement. You want a lot of fast-paced things. So your sentences in your voiceover should not be long. And the video clips that you're using also should not be long. So if you have something longer where you're describing something or explaining something, you need to be using multiple clips for it. So let's say you're going to a cafe and you want to talk about why you're going to that particular cafe. You do not want just one straight clip of you walking into this cafe. You're going to want 3 or 4 different things to encompass that entire sentence or sentences about that location or the thing that you're doing, the venue you're going to, the places that you're driving. If you're saying that you're driving somewhere for a reason, that's a longer sentence. We don't just want a single clip of you driving for 5 to 10 seconds. That's too much. So you're going to have different angles. You're going to show the road ahead of you. You're going to show all of the things so that people feel like they're in kind of a movie and moving forward. Remember, when things are slow or they don't progress forward, that's an opportunity for people to swipe away. So you want to make sure that things are very fast-paced. Sentences, information you're giving them, very fast-paced, but also the video needs to be fast-paced. So clips should not be more than maybe 2 or 3 seconds long, especially if there's not a ton of movement in there. Now, if you are doing something that has a lot of movement, it can be a little bit longer, but the intent here is to keep them latched onto it and unable to scroll away because you're talking too fast with too much information. You've got too much going on screen, there's a lot of movement, things that are hooking them in. So when it comes to creating these vlogs for yourself, you want to make sure that you are effectively using your day. Now, here's another pro tip. This doesn't all have to be filmed on the same day. I frequently film things, just everyday things, and I keep them in a B-roll folder that I can then pull out later. So for example, if I'm showing a morning in my life, I don't necessarily have to film my hair and makeup because I filmed that many, many times. Now I can use a clip from yesterday in today's video if I didn't use it yesterday. Or if I just didn't do my hair or makeup, or if I need something else to fill inside of my video, I can say, oh, well, I got ready, and I can pull footage from 2 weeks ago, 2 months ago, and use a different clip than I used in that video that I filmed it for to do what I'm doing. And you can do this for anything like getting ready, making your food, working in your kitchen, doing laundry, basic stuff that you're gonna do on a more or less day-to-day level that you can reuse and repurpose later on. So don't feel like you have to do everything inside of that day's vlog if you have access to things that you filmed in the past, and be aware that you can film things for the future. So if you have a day when you're going to be cute doing your hair and makeup, or you're going to be folding laundry, or you're going to be hanging by the pool, and you know in the future you're going to do those things too, you're just going to save those and be able to reuse those later. So build up that B-roll bank while you have the opportunity to do that. So this is a really, really good opportunity for you to show off what you're doing. Remember, day in the life shows off a segment of time inside of your life where you're doing professional things and personal things. This is to be relatable to people. You're showing off your business and your brand, what you're doing and how you're interacting on their behalf. You're showing how you run your business so that people who are watching you run your business know, and they can learn too. And you're showing that you're a real life person who also deserves respect and sometimes a time off. Like, people think we work a lot, but we want to show them our family, our friends, the things that we're doing, and really relate to them on a personalized level. So this is a great opportunity for you to be doing and showing people the inside of your life. Now, if you really want to lean into this, do it daily. These are things you're doing anyway, so you're just going to shoot a lot of B-roll and you're just going to do a voiceover. That's going to be very helpful to you. If you are scripting in advance, that way you're definitely going to get your work done for the day because you have that accountability. You got to get it done for your video, but you don't have to do it every single day. Right now, I'm testing out a couple of times a week based on what I'm doing because a lot of my life is paperwork and computer work and kind of boring. So I use it for the fun days and the exciting days, the stuff that's a little on the more glamorized side of things. But anytime I feel like I can fit something in and make a quality day in the life video, I do. So I don't have a set number that I do. I try to do a couple a week. If I can do more because things are happening or I can make it look really good, more power to me and more power to you as well. But I would do it semi-regularly if you're going to be implementing it. I wouldn't do it once or twice a month because that's not going to be effective. Remember, we're training people to show up, to engage with us, and to learn about what we're doing. So if you are doing a mini vlog or a day in the life vlog for Instagram and for TikTok, you want to make sure you're doing it at least once a week, if not a couple of times a week. And then if you can level up to a time a day, that's going to be great. But it really depends on what you want. And remember, as you're doing this, they don't all have to be the same. You can, if you're doing 2 or 3 a week, you can do one that's just focusing on your morning routine, and then you can do one that's encompassing your entire day. You can do one that says, it's my day off. It's a Saturday. I'm going shopping. I'm going to the pool. I'm going to get ice cream. I'm hanging with my friends. And that can be a day in your life too. It doesn't 100% have to revolve around your business life. Because remember, relatable content, personalized content, and conversational content that we are creating. If you like this idea, and if you're going to try it, let me know down below and hit that subscribe and notification bell as we continue to help you create content in a super easy, time-effective way that doesn't take a ton of time and effort. Because remember, this is something that literally takes a couple of seconds because you're already doing all these things. So you're just setting up your camera and filming this as you go. Whatever you're doing, your computer work, driving in your car, where if you're walking your dog, or if you're doing some kind of meeting where you can film yourself on a live stream. These are all things you're already doing. So you're just filming it, you're taking literally a minute or two and splicing together some things, and then all you have to do is do a narration. That only takes a couple of seconds if you're scripting it or if you're just narrating it as you're watching those videos. So this production should only take you a couple of minutes, the entire thing, and that's with a ton of nitpicking about your editing. So you want to make sure that you are implementing these easy strategies, and we're dropping easy strategies for you every single day on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, live streaming, and the tools and resources you need to make more money inside of your business and save you a ton of time and effort. Drop your questions below, and I'll see you in the next episode.